Alright, what's up, Dragon Brood? Today, we have an interesting enchantments list that a few people pointed out to me, so we'll see if it's any good. I don't know. Let's hop in and find out. Now, this is going to start basically around some important creatures that are all going to work with each other, and one of those key pieces is going to be Calyx, one of the new cards out of Aftermath that lets you put +1/+1s when you play enchantments. When you connect with the creature that it has an enchantment or an aura on it, then you actually get to copy it, which of course leads to another +1, and so on. So this should be kind of interesting. Alongside this, we're going to play Storm Chaser Drake, which is pretty cool because we're going to be playing auras. Whenever you target it, you get to draw a card. Obviously, there will be other non-auras that can target as well, but this is one way to keep our hand loaded. Additionally, we're going to be playing Ivy, because if we are able to target things, Ivy then also lets us put extra things on Ivy. So now you can see how we're starting to put multiple things on each card with each thing that we play. And along that same thought, we're going to play Light Paws, because Light Paws lets you play an aura, then go search for one of equal or lesser value, and then put it on Light Paws. So you can play a thing targeting Storm Chaser Drake, copy it onto Ivy, then it comes into play. You also get to put a thing on Light Paws, and all of these can be getting +1/+1s because of Calyx. Like, it's all kind of silly. And one of the other new cards that we're going to take a look at, I believe also from Aftermath, is Danitha New Benalia's Light. The fun thing about this card is that you can play auras and equipment spells from your graveyard. Now, Danitha is a 2/2 for 3, so not amazing stats, but getting to play stuff out of your graveyard, especially if it's giving us multiple bonuses or even getting us multiple copies, is actually really good value. Also happens to Vigilance, Trample, Lifelink. So it could get us some life in a pinch, or it could just be both an attacker and a blocker, which is pretty neat. Now, those auras we're going to be playing include Combat Research, because getting cards is awesome. We're also going to be looking at Audacity, because it gives a creature +2/+0 and Trample, which could be important if we've given multiple +1s to stuff. And if it goes to the graveyard, it's another way for us to get cards. Cradle of Safety is also a card that we've played in a few lists, mostly because it gives something individually hexproof when you play it, but additionally gives something +1/+1. So this is actually really nice as a way to defend your creatures a little bit against some problematic cards. And we're also going to be playing Skrelv because, well, we want to protect the things we're stacking a bunch of stuff on. So yeah, there's going to be a few other odds and ends, but those are going to be the key cards we're looking to play today. We're going to go hop into some games. I'm going to be playing a lot of these in the play queue today just because I want to test it and see what's up before we take it into the ladder. But enjoy the games, and we'll have the full deck list at the end of the video. You can get it down in the description below. But yeah, y'all go enjoy these. I'll catch up with you at the back end of the video. I mean, sure. Like, not 100% sure what we do with this, but it's probably fine. I mean, we're going to put Ivy out there and hang Ivy out to dry. I mean, that's kind of step one. Okay, let's see what happens. Alright, here's running the Ivy out here. Don't know if it's going to do anything, but we'll see. This is nice, but it doesn't really help us, so I'm just going to do this. And attack. Leave up Cradle of Safety, because we don't have much else here. Leyline Binding. That's why we held on to that. Hopefully they don't have another. I mean, there's a good chance they do, but if they do, there's not a lot we're going to do about it. So, play Skrelv. Let's go ahead and plus, because we're not doing anything else here. Attack. Alright. Here's an interesting thing. We could play Witness Protection on Skrelv. It would lose its other abilities, still maintain the +1/+1 counter, but would be able to block if necessary, which is kind of funny. I mean, you can kill Ivy now. Oh, okay. Well, sure. I mean, we don't have any, but, you know. Now you can kill Ivy. I mean, if you got it, go for it, opponent. Now's your chance. The gates are open. The shields are down. Yeah, I mean, I guess we hit this up. Why not? A little weird if their plan was to let us untap with Ivy. I mean, unfortunately, even if these both resolve, it's only 10, so we don't have enough to get there. So I'm only going to attack with Ivy, put them at 6, and see if maybe, possibly, we can still protect Ivy from something. If they sweep the board, maybe there's something cool we could do with Light Paws or Danathan next turn. If not, then that's game anyway. And there's so many sweepers, anything could come on this turn, really. Okay, let's see what you got. That's not going to cut it. Yep. And then we just attack. No trickery needed. Okay, cool. Pretty uneventful, unfortunately. Oh boy. You know what? Let's try it. It's probably a bad keep with only one actual creature and no real way to defend it, but we'll see. We'll go here. Please don't remove our Drake, because I got nothing else. Okay. That's a start. Get a card. Okay, hey, we got a defensive card. That's nice. And I guess we can play one of these here in the turn. So it's just a 1/1. Shouldn't get counters or anything from here. Alright. We'll take the one. Ah, an Ivy. Alright. Now we're talking a little bit. I mean, I don't have much to put on it, but, you know, it's a thing. And let's go ahead and put Torrens on lock, too. Why not? Decline. I don't want Ivy to be a 1/1. Oh, Sigarda. Okay. You got it. No blocks. Nice. We will take this for sure. Let's put this here. We will juice up Ivy as well. Got a card. That's nice. Go ahead and play this. You know what? I guess we do it again. Because we're just going to use a Tamiyo safekeeping here whenever the time comes to attack. Another Daneth that we can't really do anything with here. We have nothing in the yard yet. Alright. That being said, I should have used that on the Storm Drake, so I could have got another card, another 2 life. Because I would have been able to copy it on the Ivy. So that was a little bit of a mistake. Looks like I don't need it, but could have mattered. Think we're safe here. Yeah, all that Skrelv and everything just a little too late. And then we'll just attack. Okay, that was a nice one. Yeah, let's try. We gotta find some enchantments for us to do anything, but it's a start. Alright, here comes the pain. Okay, well at least that's very light pain. Okay, there's something we can work with. We do have to take some damage, unfortunately, here. It's alright. think next turn, we're going to take a lot of damage, but we could play Ivy, put Audacity on 2 things, and then play Danitha and see what happens. But we may not even be alive. I mean, just being real. That could be a problem. I'm just going to take 4. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to sustain over a couple turns, but we'll see. Light Pause says when we go get a card, we have to put it on Light Pause, right? Whenever an aura battlefield under your control, you cast it, you may search your library for an aura card with mana value less than or equal to that aura with a different name than that aura, that card on the battlefield. Yeah, attached to Light Pause. That's what I thought. Okay. Well, then, we can't really do that. I mean, we can, but we can't, if you know what I'm saying. I think we go with this. Probably just using Ivy to chump block here. I mean, not Ivy. Using Storm Chaser Drake to chump block. And let's see. I would be able to copy... Ooh, opponent really came with it this turn. I don't even have a good block here. That's tough. Yeah, I don't even think we survived the next turn. Yeah, like, we just die, right? Yeah, GG's. You got it, opponent. We can't do anything with that. Yeah, I'll try it. Why not? Who wants to get aggressive with this Grelf? Looks like we do. Because, I mean, we got nothing else going on, and if you can't protect Grelf, what are we doing? Alright. Juice up. Juice up. I mean, if it dies, we get a card, right? So there's that. If it lives, we can protect the Calyx. It's kind of all upside. Alright, put a counter here in the turn. What is this guy? Okay. This is going to be an ugly werewolf deck, I guess. Definitely just playing this. We're going to go ahead and +1 the Calyx. And I think we go ahead and just play this. What a counter. Attack for 7 Trampley. Alright. Sure, take the action. We'll copy one of those. We'll put it here. Put the counter here. We just have a giant Calyx here. Not sure how Werewolf deck deals with the big 10-6. Arlen's a pretty good start, though.
I fight for everyone who fears the encroaching night.
All right. I mean, the problem here, though, is like we attack. That's 14, 2, 4, 6. All right, so it'd only take 10. So we have to find one more enchantment. Oh, you aren't it. That's for sure. We just make Calyx unblockable, then what? I mean, is that it? Feels like the easy answer. Sure. Yeah, I'm just going to pay the mana even. Just make it unblockable by green. Attack. And they can block with the 3/2 and just take trample for 8. If we'd have drawn another enchantment, I think we'd have been alright, but didn't find one. Should still get there, though, with this. I'll be kind of surprised if we don't. Take the action. Put it here. Or actually copy this. Yeah. Then we'll just put it here, assuming it might die. I guess I could have played Danitha first and put one on it. Would have made sense, but that's fine. Now, if for something the board gets swept or whatever, we'd have drawn a bunch of cards. We have to mulligan this. This hand doesn't really do anything. This is better. Boy. I mean, wow. Okay. Tough decision. Probably should have kept the combat research. I don't know why I tossed that. But whatever I get's probably not going to live very long here. At least that's my guess. Here's the tough parts, right? If we're going to plan to play something next turn and play either Audacity or Tyvar Stand, we kind of have to just run Ivy out there because I only have one green available. So, unfortunately, this is the only play that makes sense. Otherwise, I play Drake this turn, and then I can only play one of these and nothing else if I don't draw the appropriate land. So that's tough. Alright, you got it. Ain't nothing I can do about it. Alright, no blocks. We're just going to have to try not to take a beating over the next couple turns. Yeah. Gonna try to minimize some of the damage we gotta take. Go ahead and play this. Hope it results in something good. I guess we attack. Probably just blocking with Drake here, I think. Though, if the Drake dies, we could get Danitha and have a lifelinker, I guess. So that's a thing. Oh, gosh. Alright, well. This is gonna hurt. Not just hurt, but we're probably dead next turn, right? Even if one of those is a creature. If I were them, I'd just attack with the 5/5 here. And then just try to... Oh, well, they didn't have to. They had another 1-mana thing. A bad 1-mana thing at that, but it's still going to kill us. Alright, GG's. You got it. This might turn into something. And we get a turn 1 Skrelv, so that's not bad. Okay. Go for a Drake here. Pass the turn so we can protect a Drake at the very least. Try to get something out of this. Try to cast Ivy. Interesting. We might just be about to get our board swept if the opponent doesn't have kill cards or nothing here. It just might be a quick one for us. Nope, there's green mana. Hold the phone. Alright, we will try to protect Ivy from black things. Okay, well, that was alright. This is a mulligan. Wow, this probably should be 2, but I'm going to keep it and risk it. Whew, boy. Let me give her Audacity, see what happens. Hoping to just draw something playable off the top. I mean, it was playable. We'll see if he lives. Can't really afford to put the combat research on it. Unfortunately, I just see too many scenarios where Skrelv just dies here. Fortunately or unfortunately, Skrelv survived there. So we could have got away with that last turn. I'm just going to pump this and no attack. See what happens. Hopefully we don't get Brotherhoods ended. Okay, that's something. Like, that's a start. And then we'll just put counters on itself. And do we attack here? I mean, I guess we do, right? It'd be silly not to. We get a card. Maybe it's a body. Who knows? Take the action. We will put that on... I guess we're just putting it on Calyx at this point. I can just have a really big Calyx. Okay, Storm Chaser Drake. We could do that. Right? And we'd still be able to play... Oh, we can't play Storm Chaser Drake. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, that's bad. Alright. Very unfortunate. And right now, Calyx doesn't trample or anything, so that's not great for us. Sure. Targeting. I mean, it's got to be Skrelv opponent. Alright, well, let's see if they pay for the first ward. They do. Let's see if they pay for the second ward. They do. Alright, I guess we'll activate this. Give it protection from white. So they spent their whole turn, yeah, to get nothing. Oh boy. Sure. Oh boy, we are not going to get to keep Ivy here, are we? Alright, I'm going to do it. We know Ivy's not going to live though, right? That'd be a really wild joke if she did. Uh-oh, maybe. Maybe. Hold up. Don't tease me like, don't play with my emotions, opponent. Ah, dang, they can still sack this and kill an Ivy anyway, right? To any target? Yeah, alright. At least force them to sack the creature. Oh, they didn't want to. What? Huh. Well. That, I wasn't expecting that to be a thing. Okay, well, what the hell do we do now? Alright, I guess we gotta try our best to do something here. Make Calyx bigger? I mean, I should be attacking with Ivy because I'm not blocking, but I'm kind of hoping maybe leaving it back as a threat keeps them from attacking, but we'll see. Okay, is that a lightning strike anyway? Decline. We do not want to put that on Ivy. Alright, opponent attacks. No blocks. We go to 17. Alright, still at 17. And more Cacophony Scamps. Cool. Down to 3 cards over there, huh? Man, we really didn't draw anything here. We're kind of just doing what we can. Sadly, Ivy, I don't know, Ivy's not in bad enough shape to have to block her. I should just be attacking with it. These witness protections are not great. I mean, they do stuff against the Cacophony Scamps, but they're not spectacular. I mean, I might play them just to make our creatures bigger, because that's real, having the extra +1s. I mean, sadly, I kind of have to block to hope to keep Calyx available here. Because otherwise, like, they could just... We take damage, they sacrifice them and kill Calyx anyway. So it's like, yeah, I mean... That's fine. We weren't going to survive that anyway. So I'm not too upset by it. We needed a land that turn to keep us from dying. It didn't happen. Yep. You got it. Well, good thing that came out late. My goodness. But we kind of got nothing here. Also, I guess playing the Witness Protections would have been smart, because that would be the only times we get to do anything. So, yeah. This just didn't work out at all. Yep. And that should be all she wrote. We're not going to recover from that. Because now they can just put the equipment on the Scamp. And yeah, we didn't even draw any creatures to play. Alright, GG's opponent. You got it. Ah, that was terrible. That was really bad. We even only drew 2 creatures. Mulligan. Oh, we got a light pause. I mean, we really didn't get anything to go with anything is the problem here. We'll keep it. Danitha, I guess, goes away because we don't have any enchantments. Yeah, and then we're just going to, I guess, maybe play Drake and hope to find something with the Homestead Courage. I mean, we at least don't have to take damage for the short term, so that's nice. I mean, also, if we could find... Okay, that's a thing. So we can do this. Play this. Get a card. Go search out an enchantment for Light Pause, which will be one of these. And attack for 4. So that wasn't a bad turn. That was pretty nice. That looked cute, like we really did something. What is this? Blighted Burgeoning. Enters the battlefield, you incubate 2, and it's tap for mana, its controller adds a color. Okay. It's a little tough, I'm not going to lie, because I want to play Calyx here, but if they sweep the board next turn, boy, that's going to feel real bad. But I mean, even then, we can only really save Light Pause, so sure. Let's do it. I mean, we get a card, we get to put counters on things, like, copy this, put it here. Copy this. Oh, I have to put, wait, oh, because we get to do this here. I see. Thought that was going to work differently. It just triggers once a turn. Mistake on my part. Alright, well, I should have just copied the Audacity, so if they do have a sweeper here, we got a bonus card. I mean, if they don't have it, that's game anyway, but if they did, that could have been... Okay, well, the land came into play tap, so we're probably mostly safe here. Even if they exile a creature, we're alright. But definitely should have copied the Audacity just so we would have got an extra card if the board would have got swept. And then we could have followed up with like Calyx plus something. But looks like we're okay here anyway. We'll just play another thing. And then we have Cradle of Safety as backup. Counter here. Light Pause lets us go get something else. It's going to be another Audacity. Put a counter here. Lots of synergy happening there. Good stuff. Yep. You got it, friend. Still attacking. That's bold. We just chose not to block the bigger creature for some reason. Oh, nope. Put the counter here is what I was planning on doing. There we go. Alright. Sure. Let's go. We will see what happens. I think we're just playing Drake on 2 and then try to get something better to go with Ivy and company, maybe. Oh, easy cut down for the Storm Chaser Drake. Nope, not even that. It was a March. Okay, cool. With the Hero's Downfall. Alright, so we're doing heavy removal black here. Alright. Maybe not. Alright, we'll run this out because we have a spare, so if this one dies, we don't care that much. which seeing how the opponent started and they're discarding, exiling heroes' downfalls, it's a good chance this thing's just dead here. Yep. Couldn't imagine they were getting rid of that and didn't have other removal. That would have been silly, right? So what are we looking to do here? I guess we do this and we play Witness Protection, actually. I think is the plan. Of course, now, because I did that, they're going to play, like, I don't know, Obliterator or something here. Okay, Virus Beetle. That's a nuisance, but not as bad. Another one. When it dies, they get a 2/2 zombie. Is there a reason we're attacking with this? I mean, I guess you just get rid of it. Sure. I'll block, I guess. The enchantment being in our graveyard is actually beneficial to us, so it's not a bad thing. Alright, we'll put this here. And we'll put a counter, put the target on Ivy. We will copy. Put a bonus on Ivy as well. Put the other bonus there. We'll attack for 5. Alright. Get a 2/2 zombie. Alright, they're down to 1 card. Ooh, 1, 2, 3. Well, the ground creature can still get blocked, so that's not that exciting, actually. Alright, they're jumping again. We will get 1 new card here. And we will copy the only things we can copy. We'll put another one here. Put the counter there. Alright. And opponent gives up. Alright, y'all. I'm going to give you this list just how I played it, and then we'll talk about it here in a second. But we played 3 Homestead Courage, 3 Skrell, 4 Combat Research, 3 Witness Protection, 4 Audacity, 1 Tameo Safekeeping, 2 Light Paws, 3 Cradle Safety, 4 Storm Chaser Drake, 4 Ivy Gleeful Spell Thief, 4 Calyx, 3 Danitha, 2 Tyvar Stan, an Igandro, Ottawara, Beseju, 3 Attica Waste, 3 Seachrome Coast, 3 Brushland, 3 Razor Verge Thicket, 3 Yavimai Coast, 2 Plaza of Heroes. Yeah, y'all, I don't know how I feel about this deck. I mean, when it does its thing, it's fun, it's interesting, whatever. But I constantly felt like it was worse than the blue-green Toxic decks, and worse than the Selesnya Enchantment Calyx decks. And there's probably some middle ground there, but I think it needs to be refined, because like we didn't really have defensive cards to protect our stuff. We didn't have a lot of things to deal with the opponent's stuff. I mean, we had like Witness Protections and things, but you know, the mana's a little tough as well, so there's that. It almost like maybe you needed some better life gainers. Like Danitha felt like it did nothing every time I drew it, because either we didn't have things in the graveyard and everything was in play, or we got her and she was just too small to even do combat or do anything. So that was a little bit of an issue too. So I don't know. This is a deck, if you just want to play it and you like it, maybe you have the color challenges to do your dailies, go ahead, play with it on the ladder. I mean, on the play queue, definitely not the ladder. I think on the ladder, this is just going to get blown up. Not something I would recommend. Now, if some of you have played it on the ladder and had success, hey, let me know. Maybe I just had a string of bad luck or whatever, but even off camera, I probably played another 20 games and it just same results. And I also say this, which is probably a bigger factor for me and why I wasn't enjoying the deck, is it didn't feel very satisfying. Like there were a lot of super early concessions on like turn 3 or 4 a lot of times if you were doing your thing, and then other games where you were behind, you just never felt in it. So even if the games went like 6-7 turns, it was weird just trying to look for a way back into the game. So maybe that was my issue there. Like the games just didn't feel quite interactive enough, or I don't know, just something was missing for me to say I had fun playing the deck, and that was a little bit of a letdown for me. Now for today's card spotlight, we're going to talk about Rancor, because honestly, you want to give green a shot, you want to play something that's annoying for opponents or whatever, give us Rancor back. Like, I like this card. Like, it does so much by just being a constant +2, it makes big things trample so they can't be chump blocked by tokens. Like, maybe the card's too good in current design, but at the same time, spot removal's so good that it might be okay. But regardless, this card's actually pretty sweet. Shows up randomly in different decks, and it's actually always pretty useful. I don't think they're worth very much. I don't think they're going to cost you more than $1 or $1.50 if you want one. And occasionally they still pop up in other 60 card formats. But yeah, just kind of a card that's cool but forgotten, and we haven't seen it printed in a minute. Don't know if we will again, but could be an interesting tool to have around. And like I mentioned earlier in the video, if you like this style of deck and maybe you want to play something with Calyx, I'm going to go ahead and link the Selesnya Enchantments decks with Calyx here because it felt more fun and consistent, and you'll probably enjoy that more. But that's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.